Slide.
Yeah.
And this is actually a question for the whole group overall. If Starbucks can take a 5-cent amount of coffee and put it in a cup and sell it for $4, if Aquafina can take water and put it in a bottle and sell it for $1 or $2, Coca-Cola takes sugar water and sells it for 50 cents to whatever per can. Looking at this industry, which is the green industry, looking at solar energy, wind energy, this industry, does this have a future on a premium priced basis? And if not, why not? If these guys can do it, is the branding sufficient in these industries? Over to you, sir.
Actually, I raised my hand to ask essentially that exact question because I think the problem you face in this whole setting right now is that it's electricity which is invisible, intangible, and nobody really understands or appreciates. But more importantly, it's in a highly regulated context in the sense that the PUC sets the price. And so the notion of having a super clean, cool electrical source might be interesting, but people don't have to pay more for that because they can't differentiate it. They can't take it and put it in a bottle. And so I think that there are a lot of challenges that are really have to be thought through carefully in terms of how you actually brand it. It may be more that you appeal to the psychological dimension to it than to try and put it in a package. Or you create a substitute for it, a proxy, a physical, a symbol, so to speak, that designates that you buy this good special branded product, even though you can't actually grasp it.
Hold that thought, because in about 2 slides we'll talk about a couple of ways you can attack this, and I'll use a couple other examples outside this industry, but might be helpful. Yeah.
I just want to add a bit to Marley's question. I lived in Texas for a short bit, and I believe they are in a deregulated industry. And when I signed up for my electricity, I was able to choose the renewable energy, and it was sold at a bit more of a premium. It was maybe 2 cents more or something. But I think it can happen, and that the consumer will drive that choice.
Yeah, I just wanted to tag on to that because I think that the end user, if you're playing a branding game, that it's unlikely that they're going to be willing to pay significantly more for power they perceive as green. I mean, certain among us, such as myself, I have this is my career. I have an ideological attachment to it. You can definitely, I was buying Green Mountain Energy when it was 40% more. But the end user is not going to do that. But perhaps part of this, of the branding you're talking about, is not selling to the end user. It's selling, your battery versus the other guy's battery to the power company or something like that. And there I think branding is going to be very important. If you say, hey, mine holds more kilowatt hours, or it's better, it's more reliable, you could have that kind of, I don't know, some utility version of the Sony factor. It's not just that it looks cool, it's perceived as being a better product.
Right.